So I had to ask. I had this crazy thing at my house, and I put in a motion detector. And you would think that the big box store that sold the motion detector would actually sell light bulbs that worked with it, but they didn't. And because of LED4Home, one of my awesome sponsors, LED4Home.com, I should say, because of them, I only want LEDs. So I went to the big box store, got the LED bulbs, got the motion detector. Electrician put this in, not me. And sure enough, it didn't work. The first time I put the bulbs in, they were flashing incessantly. And the second time that I put another set in, I bought another set that were not dimmable, and they would work, but they wouldn't dim and work like the motion detectors. It's insane. So I wanted to have John Schenk on from LED4Home.com. John, you are awesome, and thank you for helping me get some more bulbs. How could this happen, that a big box store that sells a motion detector sells bulbs that don't sell any bulbs that work for the motion detector in the whole store?
Yeah, well, thanks for having us, Chris. The challenge with going to the big box store to buy lighting is that LEDs are constantly evolving. Every few months, there's new generations, newer versions of the LEDs, more and improved versions of those bulbs coming out. And the big box stores obviously don't specialize in lighting. There's, a whole array of things you get at the big box store. Lighting is just a very tiny fraction of it. And so oftentimes the lighting that they have there is a couple generations old. And so as new fixtures come out, as new technology advances, those bulbs sometimes aren't compatible. And so it's not only an issue with outdoor fixtures, it can also be a problem inside your house as well.
My buddy says he's got one. It's like a laser light show in there. So how is it that literally it's flashing? I don't understand that. And they were LEDs. I mean, I don't understand. How can they be flashing on a motion detector?
Yeah, well, you see, the old technology of a light bulb, of like the incandescence, which most people had in those fixtures, is based almost solely on the mechanical and the chemical process of the bulb. When LEDs came out, they changed it to be more energy efficient. There's a lot of, regulations and stuff with the bulbs. And so most people know of an LED as being energy efficient. But there's another aspect to the LED that most people aren't aware of, and that's, as opposed to the mechanical chemical process, LEDs are based off electronic communication. So it's like, the hardware and the software.
They weren't working together, were
yeah,
they?
They weren't working together. Yeah, and so often, that's similar to like if you have an iPhone, you can't use your iPhone charger for your Samsung. If you have Mac software, you can't use that with Windows software.
So John, does it surprise you that the actual store that sold the fixture didn't sell a bulb that worked with it? I mean, I had to go back and forth 3 or 4 times. I was so mad.
If you asked me that question a few years ago, I would say it would surprise me. But
Yeah.
The more homes I've gone into, the more oftentimes people call us after they've attempted to change their lights.
There's been an attempt. Yeah.
Yeah, they've attempted to, and they can't get it right. And so they call us because they have these very issues. And so they call us, and we see this day in and day out. So, no, unfortunately, it doesn't surprise me.
And here's the other thing I got to say is what blows me away, John, and you've been in my house, and you've done an amazing job. What blows me away is one bulb that always went out every week or 2 or 3. It has not once gone out since the 6 months or however long it's been since you guys installed my LEDs. How is that possible?
Well, LEDs have that longevity, and so most LEDs that you get are going to last you about 25,000 burning hours. And so in most homes, you're going to get 15, 20, 25 years of life expectancy with that 25,000 hours of burn time. And so that's obviously one of the biggest advantages of LEDs.
John Schenk from LED4Home.com. Thanks for joining me, man. I appreciate you. I want folks to check you out, LED4Home.com. Thank you very much. You take care of my family. You keep my home and outside bright. And when I can't figure out how to do this stupid stuff, you're there. Appreciate you, brother.
Thanks, Chris.
Thank you.